Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing, man? Antonelli here.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How we doing? Man, Antonelli here, and today we're answering more of your questions. I've been getting so many questions from everyone lately, so hopefully I'm doing a good job answering them. Today's question comes from the comment section, and it is, what happens when you get moved up or down during the season? Like, how do you get out of town? How do you pack everything up? What exactly happens? So I'm going to give you an idea because I've been moved up. I've actually, surprisingly enough, this may surprise everyone, I've never been sent down at any point in my career during the season. Now, I've been sent from the big leagues down to AAA, but that was never during the season. I was never playing in the big leagues and I never got a call and said, hey, you're going down to the minor leagues, okay? That never happened. And I never was in like AAA and got sent to AA or AA and got sent to single A in season, ever. Actually, in the minor leagues, I never got demoted ever. Once I got to AAA, I never went back down to AA again, okay? But I've been sent up a bunch of times during my career. And so let's talk about, again, in season, if you get sent up, what happens? How do you get up there? What do you do, okay? I'm gonna give you specific examples of when I got called up because I've been called up multiple times and then I got called up to the major leagues. It's amazing, I know, but it happened. Okay, so let's go all the way back in the time machine to back when I was in the minor leagues. So my very first year, I got sent up from short season A-ball in Eugene, Oregon. I got sent up to low A-ball. There's so many A-balls, short season A-ball, low A-ball, high A-ball. How many A-balls can we have? They actually just got rid of a couple of them. I think they probably needed to. There was too many before. It's very confusing, okay? But I got sent up from short season A-ball to low A-ball. I was going from Eugene, Oregon, all the way over to Fort Wayne, Indiana to play for the Wizards. Now they're the Tin Caps, okay? And so I got a call. And it said, hey, guess what, Matt? Congratulations. You're going to go up to the next level. You're going to go to low A-ball. Pack your stuff and get out of there. Okay, cool. So basically, I just fly out the next morning, okay? That's what, now, I guess it depends on how close you are, but I had to fly like basically across the country, all right? And so it was me and Chad Huffman. We both had to go. And so you've got to pack up your stuff, all right? At that point, I was living in a hotel in Eugene. You just pack up your stuff, put it in a suitcase, grab all your baseball gear, and you got to be ready and on that flight the next morning to go. And it's just a regular commercial flight. You're going to show up. Don't miss the flight, though. You don't want to piss people off. And I actually had a couple teammates that missed the flight before. Bad news. Don't want to do that. Team's not going to like it when they tell you to get called up and you missed the flight because you slept in or you went out the night before. Don't do that. So Chad and I jump on a plane and we fly to Fort Wayne, Indiana, okay? Very easy stuff. Again, you just got to pack your stuff up from that. At that point, again, we're living in a hotel. Every place you play in the minors is different. Could be a hotel, could be living in an apartment, you could be living with a host family. Maybe you're a multi-billionaire and you bought some type of house or something. I don't think so. Probably not in the minor leagues, but I don't know. Maybe you're special. So that was a hotel. Really easy to pack up. I lived out of a suitcase. I'm that person, I don't know if you're like this, when I go to hotels, you know, they've got all the dressers and all that stuff. I just keep the stuff in the suitcase. I don't use the dressers. Does anyone use the dressers? I just literally, I don't think I've ever, I don't use the closet. I don't use the dressers. I don't use anything. I just have a suitcase there. Open my suitcase, pull out my clothes, put it on. When I'm done using them, I'll put them back in the suitcase. I'm the type of person that'll wear the same jeans 12 days in a row. I don't care, but that's just me. Let me know what you do. All right. So now you're in Fort Wayne, okay? That season ends. The next season, I'm in Lake Elsinore, California, and I get the call halfway through the season. Congratulations, Matt. You're going up to AA. Whew. This is big time, guys. I'm going to AA now. I'm getting pretty close to the big leagues, getting closer. So I've got to get out of there. Now, here's the difference with this one, okay? I actually had the bright idea to bring my car with me to spring training that year. And so now I have a car, which was actually, Laura and I drove from Massachusetts to Arizona for spring training. We drove in the worst investment of my life. When I signed, I bought a Jaguar XK, a little two-door sports car. It drove really fast, not good for long distance cross-country travel, okay? I actually made a video. Man, I should go back and see if I can find this video because we had like this little tiny flip camera and we filmed each other the whole ride. We survived somehow. We didn't beat the crap out of each other. Oh my God, she drives. Ah! I think it took us 40-something hours to get all the way across. We stopped a bunch of times. We didn't drive all the way through. All right. But anyways, I had the bright idea to bring my car. So now my car's in Lake Elsinore. Well, I get the call. You've got to go up to AA. All right. It's in San Antonio, Texas. So I don't have time to drive my car. I got to get from California to Texas. So they're going to fly me again. But what do I do with my car? I need my car. So I go back to my host family's house. I pack up all my stuff. Again, they've got nice dressers, but I'm probably still living out of my suitcase. So I just zip my suitcase up. I get ready to get on the plane the next morning. But I've got to get my car out of there. So I call a car shipping service. And I call one that's supposed to be nice and take care of nice cars, because I was an idiot and spent too much money on a car when I got drafted. And so I set it up. They're going to pick the car up for me, and they're going to take it over to San Antonio. It's going to take a couple of days. All right, so the next morning, I jump on the plane, and guess who I get called up with again? I believe I got called up with Chad Huffman again. I think we got called up together like every time. So we're in AA now. I fly over there, and I'm good to go. Easy to pack my stuff up out of my host family, throw in a suitcase, get on the plane, and the next morning, don't miss your flight and fly. But I got to get my car there. So now I'm out there, and I'm waiting for the car to come. And I'm waiting. And I'm waiting. I've told this story before. If you've heard this story, you can just fast forward, okay? And I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. So I call it, and I'm like, hey guys, my car was supposed to be out here. What's going on? Oh yeah, it's just taking a little bit longer. We've got this going on, and blah, 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 but you'll get your car soon enough. Okay, great. I'll get my car soon enough. So I go and I play and I play and I play, and a few days later, maybe a week later, I'm like, my car's still not here. So I call them. I can't get a hold of them, right? They're really tough to get a hold of here. And they've got a car worth a lot of money. They give me every excuse in the book why the car was left overnight here and it couldn't leave this place and that place and everything. Well, finally, after waiting forever, weeks waiting, finally, they bring the car. I'm at a game. They say, oh, we'll drop it off at your apartment. A little sketchy. They're just going to drop off a nice car at the apartment. But I say, okay, what do I know? So they drop it off at the apartment. So I get back from the game and I go to my car, because when I left, this is one thing I probably should have told you guys, okay? When I flew out, I took like all my suitcase and stuff, but I put a lot of stuff in that car. I ended up putting like extra clothes. I put my suit jacket. I put a TV was back there. I put my Xbox in there. I put all my Xbox. Was it Xbox 360? I don't remember what year it was, okay? But I had like tons of games. I put all that stuff in my car, all right? So now I go to get all that stuff out, because finally it came after all this time. I open the car up, my stuff's stolen. Everything's gone, except for my clothes. That tells you what they thought about my style. I had some clothes left over. They didn't want that stuff, but they stole all the expensive stuff. Everything disappeared. I'm like, what the hell? My freaking Xbox? Like, I was so excited to play Madden 08 or whatever year it was. It was 2007, so Madden 07. I'm pumped to play it. Well, I ain't playing it because everything was taken from me, okay? So I'm like, wow, this is terrible. So then I go over, I start my car up. I look, they put 800 miles on my car. I'm like, because you know what I did? I got the miles before I left. Someone had told me that. They said, check the miles, just check the miles. Make sure that you know how many miles are there, just so they don't go driving around. Well, they drove it 800 miles. 800 miles they drove it. So now I've got an 800 miles extra on my nice, pretty car that I just bought, who knows, they could have been driving 150 miles an hour, right? I don't know what else they're doing. So then from that point on, that car had so many issues, and every time it did, I got mad thinking that those guys, whoever they were, they took that thing and they drove it all over the place. If you're watching this and you took my car, I'm pissed, okay? I don't have it anymore, but so now what do? All my stuff stolen, 800 miles on my car driven. So I call two people. I call the company and I call the police. Police say basically, well, there's not a whole lot we can do. I call the car company and tell them what happened. They said, it wasn't us. I said, what do you mean it wasn't you? You had the car the whole time. They said, we didn't take your stuff. It probably, maybe someone stole it off of the truck, because your car, when it takes 2 weeks to get to you, maybe even longer, your car apparently is just sitting on a truck at night. I don't know where they park it, but they said, hey, it's not our responsibility. Someone could have taken it out of the car. They could have just stole it when the car was sitting on our truck. I said, oh yeah? Okay, fine, I'll give that to you. Maybe they did, okay? They didn't break the windows. How the hell they get in there? I don't know. Okay, but maybe they did. But what about the 800 miles? How the hell did that happen? I have it written down right here how many miles. This is what I... Did you take a picture of it? No, I didn't take a picture of it because I'm an idiot. I just know how many miles. I looked at it and I wrote the miles down. Well, we didn't drive it. I said, then who drove it? It wasn't us. Someone must have taken the car off and drove it. Oh, you're right. That makes a lot of sense. So somebody stole my stuff, but then they also took my car off of the truck. They drove it 800 miles, and then they pulled it back onto the truck, and they put it back on the truck because they wouldn't have stole it. They stole my stuff, and then they had almost $100,000 car, but they wouldn't have stole that. They would put that back. They just wanted to joyride it for 2 weeks and then put it back. That's right. They said, wasn't us. We didn't do it. So that's why I never, ever brought my car ever again, because nothing happened. Insurance covered like my Xbox games, but that's another thing. You buy a $60 Madden game, well, insurance gives you about 62 cents for it because it's a used game. So I probably got like $1.52 and probably had like $3,000 worth of stuff stolen. I don't know how much was stolen. It was a lot of money, okay? So that all got stolen. So anyways, I never shipped my car again. I never took my car ever again unless I could just drive it to wherever I was going. That was it. Never ever letting someone else ship my car. And I've heard since then, a lot of shady shipping companies out there. If you own one, in the comment section, please let me know they're not all shady because I've heard a lot of bad stories since then. All right, I'm still pissed about this. Anyways, so don't bring your car. All right, so I'm in AA. Now, the next year I was in AAA. And this time I get called up and go to the big leagues, all right? So I get called in the manager's office. Hey, you're going to the big leagues, Matt. Congratulations. I'm like flabbergasted because I'm hitting like 220 something, and I don't even know why I'm getting called up. But hey, call my parents, call my wife, tell them I'm going to the big leagues. We're all pumped up. Me and Whey LeBlanc, we got to jump on an early flight. We got to fly to LA. So same basic thing. Pack up my hotel, everything in my suitcase, jump on the first plane and fly down. But you know the good thing about flying down when you get called to the big leagues? You ain't sitting in the back in the regular seats, right? You're sitting first class. Me and Wade, right there together. First class, baby. Flying to LA. We're flying out of Tacoma, Washington, because we're playing against Seattle's AAA team. So we're flying out of Tacoma, going to the big leagues. It was awesome. I was there for 10 minutes. I drank a half a cup of coffee. I don't even like coffee, but I had to do it just so I could say I had a cup of coffee in the big leagues, and never went back again, unfortunately. But that's how you get moved up during the season, okay? Nothing too glamorous. Don't bring your car, okay? Never bring your car. Just get on the plane flight, leave your car at home, okay? Unless you want it stolen from you, because I still don't trust any of those shipping companies. Bastards. That's all we've got. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. We'll talk to you later. If you've enjoyed this video and want to learn more about building the elite swing, check out our new course. We have over 2 hours of content, almost 30 hitting drills. We break down the exact mechanics that you're going to want to implement into your swing. I've put the link in the description if you want to go check it out.